How do I measure my Chassidic growth? That's a very difficult thing to measure because Chassidic growth, by definition, is a spiritual thing. It has to do with emotion, it has to do with in-tuneness. It has to do with purity of mind and heart, which are very elusive, ephemeral things. But there is one constant, which is always a good measure for all kinds of things, and that's actions. To measure our spiritual sensitivities is very difficult, but to measure the effect of those spiritual sensitivities, in other words, how am I growing in my behavior and my precision about doing mitzvahs, about davening, about learning, about keeping a schedule, about being careful, as they say, about what goes out of my mouth as much as what goes into my mouth, and so on, guarding my eyes and guarding my ears. These are practical measures that are symptoms of our Chassidic self, because Chassidus is a spirituality. It's a movement that's to do with soul and spirit. And like it's described in the Hayom Yom of 20 Elul, a person falls from their spiritual level imperceptibly, slowly. You don't fall because you do something negative, it's because you stop doing things that are positive. And when I say positive things, I mean matters of the spirit. Being at Chassidic gatherings, meditating in a way that's inspiring and positive. And those are the Chassidic measurements that are very elusive and hard to ascertain. But the symptoms of those measurements, which is how we live our life and how we relate to people, is very real. I was asked by one of my students recently, how can you know who is a tzaddik in our generation? And I said very simply, see how they treat other people. Ben Adam Lachaved. And I think that's a great measure for this as well. That if we want to measure our own Chassidishkeit, it's helpful to make that determination based on how we treat other people, not just how we treat our relationship with God.